The names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Portis, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it off to get us underway. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense set for a first down play. Running back goes in motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
They'll throw it on first down. He's got his man. Good pick up there as he gets to first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it first and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
The Hurricanes with the first and 10. He's going to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
The linebacker's showing off a little bit of athletic ability, playing some man coverage. A lot of times those guys don't play this all the time, so you see him kind of get nervous and a lot of times get that pass interference or get a little bit handsy. Really nice job seeing the football, breaking on it, and swatting it to the ground.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They're testing the right side here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Canes in the hurry-up. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Got enough space. Touchdown, Hurricane. And they jump on top.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25. First down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Murphy. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
Pound 55 weak.
Running back searching for a hole. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got it.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Gets it out fast.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Come on, set. Ready to go.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Ready up.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal.
Here we go. Freedom.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
24.
The Canes are in the hurry-up.
Belly stunner.
On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. 4th and 1 is one thing, but 4th and 2, sometimes the coaches sort of chicken out at the last minute. Not this time. They go for it and they get it.
I don't disagree. Just that 1 yard does make me think a little bit more. But, dude, I'm going for this. I work on this every single week in practice. I know I get the extra down now, so my 3rd down calls are even different. But 4th and 2, I like the aggressiveness to go get it.
Okay,
They'll
ready?
try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone.
Ready,
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Miami! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Harvey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
325.
The give to the back. On the move at the 30. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
Flex. Over.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Running behind that left side. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
The Yellow Jackets are on the move. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. What a good mix of plays keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
On the ready.
Offense gets set for second down.
Easy.
He's looking to throw. Scrambling away. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Okay,
Here
ready.
comes the offense on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Murphy. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
And the Yellow Jackets have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
It really doesn't matter how big a boy you are. You could be huge out there at wide receiver like that guy is. If you don't set your feet first, you're not going to be accurate with the throw. You can't make sure you give that wide receiver a chance to win a jump ball if you don't get those feet set first.
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Canes. The defense with the scoop and score. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job on the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out of it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wisconsin. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. Throws for the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Terrific job not just settling for the negative play and getting it to the running back.
Yeah, and you're supposed to go through your progressions, and you're obviously wanting to attack down the field and make a big play, but a lot of times when you dump it off to the running back, he can make something happen. And you're right, get something positive out of it instead of taking a sack.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
A lot of times when you think about speed, you think on the edge, you don't think in between the tackles, you don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is, when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and makes big plays.
Okay, operating in the red zone here on second down. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow. follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll bring it out. It's Harvey. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making.
Holds it in on the left. The expressway is wide open. He's at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football. Try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll throw it on first down. Lets it fly. And the ball is picked off. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half.
Yankee blue.
To throw, it's Murphy. Quickly complete. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Hurricanes will boot it away to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
He's dropped behind the line of be a loss of 3.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it and drive on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his position.
Throws to the wideout. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Complete. At midfield, he's got room. Nothing but green ahead. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. Not only do you have the big gain and you sort of knock the defense back, but you're also set up in the red zone.
Yeah, they've got this defense on their heels right now after that big play. We talked about this offense being explosive. Now that they're in the red zone, let's see what they dial up next.
And the Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Keeps looking downfield. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Get set, get set. Bring it up, bring it up. Fakes it.
This is a designed run. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, he just decided to take off.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They want to throw it. Feeling some heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And when you run that screen, it takes a lot more time to develop because offensive linemen, remember, they're going to block, release, and go get somebody. Quarterback's got to get rid of that ball a lot faster when you're running those screen plays.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Absolute shame. Missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And that pass picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, that's the 2nd pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well, and you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Pound it, pound it, pound it. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football like this consistently, if you're not going to do anything about it, you want to be a great offensive coordinator, keep calling the run.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Here's the handoff. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the comeback is on.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boise State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wyoming. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Motion from the offense. They'll leave it with him. Hard running there. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight end and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
They ran it on first down, now on 2nd. Going to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Pound 55 weak.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down.
325.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Working that left side. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
So much for jumbo sets. They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 2. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Oftentimes defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
Couldn't pick it up on 2nd down. Now they need a couple on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air, using the quick game. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down.
Let's go.
He's looking to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it. Touchdown, Miami. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They go to the ground. Makes him talk to the hand. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Leaves it with the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. That's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Completes it in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The play action fake. Took a shot as he threw. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Lost one deep down the right side. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. San Jose State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Jeff Garcia, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Minnesota. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. The Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Yankee blue.
He wants to throw. Looking to scramble. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion.
29 Philly. 2-9
Moving the
Philly.
running back, forcing the defense to adjust. They're bringing heat. Soft spot in the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Direct snap. Picks up the 1st down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Ringo. Ringo.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13.
42 Spider. 4-2.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wide receiver shows motion. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11.
Easy.
Give to the running back. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Igloo.
This quarterback part of their running game. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Kane! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
Riding up to add another. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Makes his connection. And that is how we will wrap this one up. It came down to the final quarter. clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been